Hello, guys. This is Steve, digital marketer for DMS. We help our clients get more clients through the internet. So, today I'm going to share with you three tips that we are using to get more clients, and hopefully, you will use these tips and they will be beneficial to you. So, let's start. Before I start, actually, I want to tell you something. When I started the company 2 years ago, I was terrified, right? I was afraid to sell. To me, it was gonna ask me, or it was gonna require a lot of time that I probably didn't have because I was dealing with production. I was dealing with operations and things of that nature. So I thought, wow, I'm not gonna have the time to sell efficiently, and I may not be really good at sales, so I may go bankrupt if I can't sell, right? So I was really terrified, and I thought it was going to be about cold calling and things of that nature, and I was terrified, and I didn't want to do it. And you may be in that case right now, and this is why I'm sharing these tips with you. If you're terrified, you don't have to be. These tips will help you, and I cannot tell you everything in a short video, so I'll keep sending some content your way, but in the meantime, if you want more information, feel free to contact me and we will be able to talk together and I'll help you out. So, second of all, I want to let you know this is my first English video for LinkedIn. I'm French speaking, and usually the content creation is done in French. But today I decided to stop discriminating. So, let's go. Let's give it a try. So, tip number one. I believe you have to make clients come to you and don't chase the client. Don't run after the clients, right? This was the old school way. We used to do cold calling, pick up like the yellow pages or whatever else, like buy some sort of contact list. And then you would hit everyone on the phone and you'd have to find a way to bypass the secretary and then get to the decision maker and then convince him that somehow you could help him. And it was really tough. A lot of grind. You have to be tough as nail to do it. And the reason why I don't like that approach is because you are contacting people without even knowing if they have a problem, and maybe they do have a problem, but they're not aware of the problem. So you gotta contact them, make them aware that they have a problem. First, you gotta contact them, quickly earn their trust. Then you have to convince them they have a problem. Then you have to convince them that you have a solution to fix the problem that they didn't even know they had 5 minutes ago. It was really tough, right? That's probably why a lot of people were afraid of sales. So I don't believe that works, right? As a friend, if I see that one of my friends is fat and I go and see him, hey, you're a little overweight. Maybe we should do sport together. You want to come? Come with me and I'll help you out lose some weight. They'll probably won't be happy about what I'm saying, and maybe their ego will get in the way of them getting better. And maybe they don't really want to get better. They feel great the way they are right now. So who am I to go tell them, hey, you need to change, right? So that's why I don't want to go that route, right? I don't like to go to people. I like people coming to me better because when they come to you, that means they respect you. That means they, first of all, they know you, so they didn't forget you, or they're aware of your existence, they're aware of your brand. They know what you do. They know that you want to help. They know that you're able to help, and they trust you. So that's what you have to create if you want to develop yourself. So basically, what I'm saying is here, you have to develop your brand, right? I think that's the best word to describe what I'm saying here, right? So, number one, in my opinion, you need to meet as many people as possible who have the problems that you can solve, right? Or could have the problem that you can solve. They have to see you as an expert, even though I don't really like the word expert because I believe things are going so fast nowadays. Um, you could be an expert today and not an expert tomorrow. You have to be an expert at being resourceful and keep finding solutions, right? So if they see you that way, that's great. And you have to develop relationship with people to make them understand that you're here to help, right? So here's what I do personally, and what we do with DMS. We do a lot of networking, right? So we want to get to meet people. I would like to get into speaking engagements. So if you are in Montreal or actually anywhere else and you have speaking engagements opportunities, just hit me up, contact me, leave me a message, and I'll be more than happy to come speak at your event on marketing, sales, uh, whatever. So networking, talking. Uh, I do a lot of paid ads on Facebook, LinkedIn, Google Ads. I do paid because I value my time more than my money. So when I pay, I get results pretty quickly in terms of traffic. I just got to convert that traffic into conversation, so into lead, into people who want to know more. They want to download the ebook. They want to have a free conversation, a free strategy conversation with us to get more information about how they can make more money, things of that nature, right? Um, we buy leads, even though we're going to start doing less of that. I also speak to people randomly in the streets, right? So I meet people at the mall, I meet people at the supermarket, I meet people at a sporting event, networking event, you name it. The opportunities are endless, they're everywhere. I just talk to people. So now here's what we do to develop our relationships. Number one, with our clients, we want to get great results, right? Uh, so if we create a website, we want the website to be really, really, really good. First of all, we want it to look good. We want it to be easy to use. We also want to get results. So we want the website to be great at converting traffic into leads, into conversation for our clients. Number two, we give a lot of free and relevant information that's going to help our clients with their small, medium, and big problems. So we give free strategy calls. By the way, you can click here somewhere below, to the right, above in the video. I don't know where it's going to be, where the link is going to be after the video is published. But anyway, click on the button on the link to book your free strategy call to find out how to create a website, how much it would cost, to find out a strategy, an online strategy to get more leads, et cetera, et cetera. We give out newsletters. So we send newsletter. I try to email at least twice a month, but sometimes I do it 4 times a month or once a week. The goal is not to spam our network. The goal is to make sure our network keep us in mind. Our network gets some information, valuable information for their business. We want to know, we want to have a little update on our clients, on our friends, etc. So we want to stay in touch. We write articles just like the one I wrote that allowed me to create this video today. So we create videos, articles, you name it. And the idea is not necessarily we want to get some leads with this content that we're creating. That's not the idea. The idea is to give our network some information and basically tell them thank you for being in our network, and here's what we have for you, right? Keep us in mind, right? Because if you call people with nothing to tell them, they'll stop taking your calls. So really that's about it. We also publish on Facebook and LinkedIn videos. I talked about that, webinars, etc., etc. So tip number two, you need to have a sales process, right? I used to play basketball, right? I played soccer before, and we train every day because basically training is just learning the process and getting good at implementing the process uh, without thinking, right? It has to be almost instinctive, right? So when you see a basketball player grabbing the ball after a pass, squaring it up in front of the basket, jumping, doing his follow through motion, and shooting the ball, this is a process. This is the shooting process. In basketball, we call it shooting mechanics, but it's just a process, right? So that's an individual process, and there are different processes when you play basketball. There's a dribbling process. There's a switch dribbling hand process, right? You can dribble behind your back or between your legs, or you can do a spin. It all depends on how the defense is playing you, right? But all those are processes, right? And you have collective processes. which means the team has a strategy for the whole game, and then there are small strategies for the short game. For like, okay, next play, we're gonna shoot a 3-pointer, and then there's a whole motion that everybody does collectively to create that shot. So this is a collective process. We have also the processes on defense. So basically, we just don't go out there and play, right? If you never played basketball, you go out there and you shoot 23-point shots, you probably make somewhere between 0 to maybe 5 if you're lucky. The reason is you don't know the process, number one. And number two, you're not able to use the process without thinking, right? That's why it's failing. So in sales, same thing. Marketing, same thing. You need a process, especially for sales, right? Every big company has a process. So here's an example of one of the processes we use at DMS to conduct sales. Number one, we want to detect prospects, right? So the way we do it, like, as I told you earlier, is we use different sources. It could be channels. It could be LinkedIn, Google, Facebook. Offline we can network. No matter what it is, we have different sources, right? So the sources, we know that if we throw a certain amount of money or resources in our sources, we will have a certain amount of prospects, right? So number two, the prospects automatically get into our CRM system, right? So CRM is a client relation management system. It's like a database that allows you to keep track of your relationship with all your contacts. Amazing tool. If you do not have one, you need to implement one right now. And if you don't know how to do it, you need to book me right now for a strategy call, and I'll be really happy to help you out setting up your CRM. So once it's in our CRM, we have different things to do in our CRM. There's a process that we follow through. Then step number three, we have a qualification call to make sure that the prospect is qualified. So what that means is we want to make sure the prospect really has a problem that they really want to fix, and they really have the budget to really help us, so we can really help them. So we want to make sure that they are qualified, and we have a script for that call. We don't just call the person and just go through things. We just don't improvise this call, right? The call has a list of questions in a specific order to optimize our chances of results, right? And the goal of that call is to get an opportunity to present our solution, right? Which is some people call it the sales pitch. I call it the presentation, right? So once we do have this call booked or this presentation booked, now we want to go to creating the proposal. And same way, we have processes or different rules, different steps that we have to do to create the proposal. We also have templates, right, for each type of project that we do. Then we have step number 5, presenting the proposal. And same way, there are steps and tasks that we have to do to present, to overcome obstacles or challenges that may come our way. Actually, in sales, they call it overcoming objections, right? So there are steps, tasks that we have to do during the presentation, right? And then kick off the project. So now with the process, what we can do is verify that the process was followed, because we have now a reference of what needs to be done. And then we can also do training. So now we have a sales guy that comes in our team, and he has to follow those steps. And we film everything. We record every call. That way, we're able to improve what we do, right? So we can listen to the sales call and say, hey, look, next time you need to do it this way, and that way. Very similarly to what a basketball coach could do with his basketball players, right? Hey guys, we had a great game, but maybe we're gonna have to maintain our follow throughs longer for our shots to improve our shooting percentage. So I really skimmed through our processes, our sales process, because it would take me a long time to really break down the process to the teeth. But if you have more information on sales processes, please make sure that you book me, all right? Click and book me. So I will be more than happy to help you with this, with those questions that you may have, and possibly creating a process for you and your company. So, tip number 3, reactivate your contacts all the time, all the time. Okay, what I mean by reactivation is you need to make sure that your contacts always think about you, right? You think of Facebook, you see their logo every day. Nike, everywhere you go, you will see a swoosh. I guarantee today, I don't care what you do in your life, but today you'll see the Nike swoosh at least one time, right? So they stay at the top of your mind, right? You're always aware that the company exists, and that's also why they spend a lot of money on advertising, et cetera, et cetera. They want to make sure you know they're here. They want to make sure you know they are good at creating basketball shoes or soccer shoes or athletic gear or whatever. They want to make sure that you know you can trust them with delivering your shoes, etc., etc. So you have to do the same thing with your community. What we do at DMS is we call people really frequently to make sure they're okay. Hey, this is a service call. How have you been? Everything's okay. I'm calling you at a good time. What do you think about the website? You're still using it? Do you have problems with the CMS? Or are you able to create pages without a problem? Hey, by the way, are you getting leads? Do you need more help with leads? Blah, blah, blah. So we just talk to people all the time. If we can call, we send emails to all our list, right? Same thing. We want to service them. We want to find out what they're up to. We want to find out if their business is okay, if they're in good health, how is their family doing, et cetera, et cetera. So we keep in contact all the time, right? You want to become the follow-up king. That's what I'm trying to be. Um, Also, we do videos such like just like this one. We create videos that we share in Facebook, LinkedIn, you name it. It's gonna be there. And then we ask for referrals, we ask for testimonials. We just try to make sure that the relationship is always moving forward. And that's it, really. So those are the 3 tips, right? If I had to tell you the 3 tips again really quickly. Number 1, get the clients to come to you. Number 2, make sure you have a sales process, and actually make sure you have a process for everything in your business. If you need help, contact me and I can help you with creating processes that will work for you. And number 3, you want to reactivate your contacts all the time, right? All the time. It's better than they hear from you too much than they never hear from you. So if you have any question, please contact me. If you like this video or this article, make sure to share it with your friends. I'm sure in your network, you have people who have companies, right? Or self-employed, or people who have companies, own companies, manage companies, whatever. Share this video with them. So that way maybe they'll pick up a few things that will help them out. Maybe they need help with their sales process. Maybe they need help with getting more leads, and maybe they want to be in touch with someone as great as me. So just share the video, and we'll go from there. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video. I hope it really helped you. If you have any suggestions of content that I could create to help you out, any subject you want to discuss pertaining to sales, marketing, website, email marketing, whatever, just let me know, so that will give me ideas for the next video or the next article. Thank you very much.